Hello, it's the 25th of June. It's 5:30 or 6, and we're going to come out and check the bees. Reverse this. You can see our setup is still like this. 101, almost 6 o'clock. You can see there's lots of ants on the cocoons. I don't see any activity. I talked to Gene today. He said that he sees quite a bit of activity at his place. And he thinks some of them are native bees. I'm not sure what information he has to substantiate that, but unfortunately, since the heat spell, I have not seen any bees come and go, and I don't know if these are going to hatch out or not. So we're just going to have to keep monitoring and see what happens.
I can't find your address.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're over at Gene's place, and we're looking at his setup here. If you remember from the previous videos, Gene had set up this enclosure, cabana, whatever you want to call it, to make sure that we literally got no sun on it. And it worked real well until Gene got a micro burst and scattered the whole thing everywhere.
But Jim, they're coming back.
They're coming back. He's just set it back up. Yeah.
Now this is, it's about 100, at least 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's
in the shade. Right?
In the shade. Yep.
So these bees are active. And these
reeds here
are already full.
Yeah.
Jim and I are trying to figure out what to do with them. Yeah. We'll ask some people that can give us some advice, but they really like the reeds. And I've had that block in there since 2017.
Yeah.
Never had any activity.
Wow.
Now all of a sudden,
it's more than half full. As we've been standing here talking, we've been seeing bees go in and out.
It's going to be interesting to to look at these and see if there's a differentiation between the bees that we put out and just native bees. It'll be an interesting experiment in terms of trapping leafcutters.
And I guess the other question is, in my garage, I found these two habitats. So we were going to put one of them here. I still haven't made it up to the cabin to Joanne's master garden because the road was closed. The road is open now, but I'm delayed by other family matters. So we're planning on going on Saturday at the latest. I was thinking maybe of shooting up tomorrow, but we're going to bring one of these up here. Hopefully Joanne's bees are coming out, and we're going to leave one here. So I guess, Gene, which one do you think?
Gene, let me take the small one.
Okay.
Okay. And
we're going to take the small one, and Gene's going to set it up.
We have 100 or so cocoons from our original order that we have not put out yet. And depending on the weather conditions, we're supposed to have monsoons this summer.
It was supposed to be yesterday. It was a 30% chance of thunderstorms, but we didn't get one.
If you've been around here yesterday before my pool service, you would have seen furniture and all kinds of things in the pool. So,
we did get a lot of wind last night.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this out with the other cocoons and see what happens.
Yeah. Put out the other cocoons and let's see what happens. Get some pictures and video, and we'll see what happens. I think this is maybe not. I think this is one of the ones we had put at Joanne's last year because it's got all these pock marks. But that won't bother the bees. We had taken these
to Scott, and he had popped up everything out and kind of refurbished it. So we'll see.
So that leaves this one, which I'll bring up to Flowing Springs in anticipation of getting some bee activity. It's Tuesday the 29th, and we're here to check the bees. It's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Let's see. It's 113 in the shade here. It's 2:30. You can see we're not getting any bee activity. I'm afraid that the cocoons are gone, and even more importantly, the existing bees stopped coming and going. They used to have quite a bit here. Well, there's one who just flew in, so that's interesting. You can see it went in over there, so at least we saw one bee. And Gene tells me that we have 100 cocoons left over from our original batch of 10,000 roughly, and he's actually going to put those out along with the new habitat we just left off at his house. So we'll see that. And also, like I said, we're still waiting to go up to Flowing Springs to the Master Garden and see what's going on there. At the latest, we'll do that on Saturday. I was thinking of going up tomorrow morning just for the day trip, but we'll see how that works out. In the meantime, you can see we still do have a lot of flowers here. Let me you see a lot of bee on these red ones on the crepe myrtle, although it's going down, and we saw a lot on the roses. So anyway, and we can see on these white ones the bees really liked also. So we'll continue to monitor. We might get some more bees from Scott and JWM leaf cutters.